Electrolysis chlorine system. All swimming pools, as well as having a filtration system, which we explained in the previous video, must have a disinfection system to avoid the proliferation of bacteria, algae and microorganisms in the water. To keep the water and all the other components of the pool disinfected, different oxidant products are used, as well as complementary systems such as ozone, ultraviolet and copper-silver, which we will talk about in another video. The most common disinfectant systems are chlorine, bromine and hydrogen peroxide. Chlorine is the most popular for domestic swimming pools and is easily available in tablet or liquid form. As chlorine is found naturally as a gas, it needs all kinds of stabilizers and chemical products to transform it into a solid or liquid format. And these chemicals accumulate in the swimming pool, making it necessary to change the water every so often. A more natural way to obtain chlorine is the salt electrolysis system, which generates the chlorine directly at the pool by using salt. It's like a small chlorine factory at home. When we install a salt electrolysis chlorine system, we must add between 3.5 and 5 grams of salt per litre of water to our pool. To get a rough idea, the water in the Mediterranean Sea has 35 grams per litre, or an eye wash has roughly 7 grams per litre. Therefore, our swimming pool will get an almost imperceptible hint of salt. To sum up, the performance of this equipment uses an electrolytic cell to separate the salt molecules dissolved in the water. When the slightly salted water passes through the cell, it separates the chlorine from the sodium, which together form the salt, making the chlorine act as a natural disinfectant and oxidant. The separation of the salt molecules lasts for a few hours, which is when the chlorine acts as disinfectant. Once this time has lapsed, the molecules join again and become salt once more. As the salt is not consumed, just transformed time and time again, it is not necessary to add more salt like other consumable materials. You must only add the amount of salt lost when the filters are washed once a year. Most of the chlorine used in a swimming pool is to avoid bacteria and biofilm proliferating in the filter when sand is used as a filter medium. Using NatureWorks filter glass dramatically reduces the growth of bacteria and biofilm inside the filter, and therefore optimizes the performance of the electrolysis equipment. NatureWorks is the perfect complement for this kind of equipment. In conclusion, the salt electrolysis system is a much more natural and environmentally friendly system than adding chlorine to the water. It is important to use the appropriate sized equipment, taking into account the size of the pool and the amount of people that use it. Certain chlorine generators have a built-in automatic pH acidity regulator system, which is one of the most important parameters to keep our swimming pool's water perfectly balanced. But we will leave this for another video.